So at the end of the day, we didn't have it shooting wise. Thought we had good looks. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of hard learning lessons. I mean, it hurts now. I promise you, it's gonna hurt tomorrow, probably worse.
Did you know that WNBA players can make up to 15 times their salary by playing overseas? That's the kind of money that might be tempting NaLyssa Smith away from Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. But here's the thing, it's not just about the cash. There's something else going on that's got everyone talking. Imagine this, NaLyssa and DJ Carrington in the locker room. Tension so thick you could cut it with a knife. I can't tell you everything, but let's just say things aren't all sunshine and rainbows. And with free agency coming up in January, you know big moves are coming. So here's what I want to know. Will NaLyssa really leave? And if she does, what happens to Caitlin and the Fever? It's like a ticking time bomb, and we're all just waiting to see what happens next. While everyone's focused on NaLyssa leaving, they're missing the bigger picture.
We missed. And the layup thing started happening again in the fourth quarter. So if you look at this sheet, you can't win against a team like that shooting 32%.
Remember when she played overseas before? That experience might be the key to understanding her next move. And trust me, it's not what you think. You see, NaLyssa Smith isn't just considering any old team. She's eyeing a move to China. That's right, the land of basketball giants like Yao Ming and Yi Jianlian. But here's the kicker. This move isn't just about the money. It's about strategy. Think about it. Smith's already got experience playing international. She knows the ropes, understands the culture shock, and has probably picked up a few words in Mandarin. So when rumors started swirling about her potentially signing with a Chinese team, it wasn't just out of the blue. It's like she's been preparing for this moment. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what about the WNBA? What about Caitlin Clark and the Fever? Well, that's where things get interesting. This move to China, it might not be permanent. In fact, it could be a genius move to boost her career and come back stronger than ever. Imagine this. NaLyssa goes to China, makes bank, we're talking serious cash here, improves her game against tough international competition, and then comes back to the WNBA as an even bigger threat.
Get absolutely your asses handed to you on the glass. So kudos to them. They've been the best team all year.
It's like a basketball study abroad program, but with a paycheck that'll make your eyes water. But here's the thing, not everyone's on board with this plan. WNBA fans are split down the middle. Some are cheering NaLyssa on, saying, "Get that bag, girl." They see it as a smart move for her career and her bank account. But others, they're worried. They're asking, what if she doesn't come back? What if this hurts the league? It's like a high-stakes game of basketball musical chairs. If NaLyssa leaves, even temporarily, it shakes up the whole Fever lineup. And let's be real, with Caitlin Clark coming in as the rookie sensation, the team chemistry is already going to be in flux. Add NaLyssa, potential departure to the mix, and you've got a recipe for some serious on-court drama. But here's what's really got people talking. The timing. With free agency coming up in January, NaLyssa's move could set off a domino effect.
You know, so I think their group earned it. They earned it all year.
Other players might start looking overseas too. It could change how teams build their rosters, how players negotiate contracts, maybe even how the whole league operates. You think you know why NaLyssa's considering leaving? Think again. 2 words, DJ Carrington. Yeah, that DJ Carrington. The locker room drama between these two is hotter than a playoff game in overtime. Imagine this, NaLyssa and DJ, teammates on paper, but rivals behind closed doors.
You know, we needed back-to-back really great games because their sense of urgency was going to be different.
The tension's so thick, you could cut it with a basketball. Some fans are even calling NaLyssa a cancer in the locker room. Ouch, that's gotta sting worse than a missed game-winning shot. But here's the kicker. NaLyssa's not just sitting quiet, she's been dropping hints like breadcrumbs, sending out subliminal messages online that scream, "I'm not happy here." It's like watching a soap opera, but with more dribbling and less dramatic music. Now, you might be thinking, so what? Drama happens in every team. But this isn't just any drama. This could be the push that sends NaLyssa packing her bags for China. And let me tell you, that's a game changer for the whole league. Think about it. The pressure these WNBA players face is insane. They're not just athletes, they're like gladiators in a modern coliseum. Every move, every decision, it's all under a microscope. And when you throw in locker room beef, that's a recipe for some serious career-altering decisions. It's not just about playing ball anymore. It's about finding a place where you can grow, where you feel supported. And if that place isn't with the Fever, well, China's looking pretty good right about now. But here's what's really wild. This whole situation with DJ Carrington, it's not just affecting NaLyssa, it's sending shockwaves through the entire team. Imagine trying to build chemistry on the court when 2 of your players can barely stand to be in the same locker room. It's like trying to make a PB PB&J sandwich, but the peanut butter and jelly just won't mix. And let's not forget about Caitlin Clark. She's coming in as the rookie sensation, ready to shake things up, but now she might be walking into a team that's already more shaken than a Polaroid picture. Talk about a baptism by fire. You know how they say it's lonely at the top? Becky Hammon just found out it's even lonelier when you fall. The Aces playoff shocker didn't just rattle the team, it shook Hammon to her core. And her post-game words, they're a reality check for every player and coach in the league. While everyone's been buzzing about NaLyssa Smith's potential move and the Fever's locker room drama, something big was going down in Vegas. The Aces, who've been on top of their game all season, just hit a major roadblock. And it wasn't just any old loss. We're talking about a playoff stumble against the New York Liberty that no one saw coming. Picture this, the Aces, known for their killer offense, suddenly shooting like they've got blindfolds on. Becky Hammon, usually cool as a cucumber, looking like she's seen a ghost, after the game drops this truth bomb. You can't win against a team like that shooting 32%. Talk about stating the obvious, right? But coming from Hammon, it's like hearing your mom admit she burned dinner. It just doesn't happen. But here's where it gets real. Hammon doesn't just brush it off or make excuses. Nope, she goes deep. She starts talking about learning from losses, about how you gotta build habits and work hard to earn those W's. It's like she's suddenly remembering that success isn't a given, even when you're at the top. And get this, Hammon drops some serious wisdom about the nature of sport. She says, the work and the commitment and the buy-in and the play hard and the want to and the will always show up in the end. It's like she's reading straight from the coach's Bible or something, but you can tell she means every word. Now, here's where things get interesting. Hammon's not just talking about her team, she's laying out a truth that applies to every player in the league, including our girl, NaLyssa Smith. Think about it. Smith's considering this big move to China, right? Well, Hammon's words are like a reminder that no matter where you play, it's the work you put in that counts. And it doesn't stop there. Hammon gets real philosophical, saying, you don't have it every year. It's the beautiful thing about sports. It's like she's telling NaLyssa and every other player out there that ups and downs are part of the game. One day you're on top, the next you're struggling to hit 32% of your shots. So while NaLyssa's dealing with locker room drama and eyeing that China paycheck, Hammon's over here dropping life lessons like they're hot potato. It's a reminder that in the WNBA, just like in life, nothing's guaranteed. You gotta put in the work, deal with the losses, and keep pushing forward. So what's next for the WNBA? We've got NaLyssa Smith eyeing a move to China, locker room drama with DJ Carrington, and Becky Hammon getting a reality check. It's like a basketball soap opera, but with more jump shots and less dramatic music. These stories show just how crazy the WNBA can be. 1 minute you're on top, the next you're shooting 32% in the playoff. It's a roller coaster, and we're all just along for the ride. What do you think about all this? Is NaLyssa making the right move? Are the Liberty the new team to beat? The next WNBA season is shaping up to be wild. Teams are going to be scrambling to keep up. Players might be looking overseas, and coaches are going to be rethinking their strategies. It's like the whole league is getting a makeover, and I can't wait to see what happens next.